So there's an interesting theme to the emails we've been getting lately from Rancho Cordova to El Dorado Hills. We keep hearing about proposed industrial parks near neighborhoods like this one in West Roseville that we've been following. There is an empty plot of land along Phillip Road that has many neighbors that we spoke to very concerned. An industrial park is being proposed there in an area where many people just bought their new homes. And the industrial park would be made up of about 15 buildings totaling to over 2 million square feet. And that's like having 16 Costco's in your backyard. And most neighbors that we spoke to are obviously not happy about it for many reasons. Some even said that they feel blindsided.
Beyond a realtor, as just a neighbor, I am very concerned for the health and welfare of my neighbors. As a realtor, I'm concerned about property values. And we do have people that are still interested in coming to this area, clients. What do I tell them? I have to disclose what I know. So I am concerned about that.
Just with the emissions of the trucks, you know, all the different things, especially the diesel, that's gonna create more health hazards. And, you know, being a cancer patient, both of us, we are concerned about that.
For sure about the environmental impacts, because, you know, the trucking routes are going to be along Blue Oaks and Westbrook boulevards, and there's kids walking on those streets every day.
You can look at the environmental impact report. It's just tons of traffic. We moved to the edge of the city because of the open space. It's winding creek, it's not industrial creek.
Now, the project is still in the very early stages, and tonight there is a meeting with several neighborhood associations. It's actually happening right now at St. John's Episcopal Church over on Pleasant Grove Boulevard, and that's where Jeannie Nguyen is there. She is here tonight. You actually got to speak with the city of Roseville and the developers of the proposed industrial park ahead of this meeting. And Jeannie, we know that a lot of people have so many questions.
Alex, this meeting is about to get started, and I'm going to step out of the way so you could see here that this church is quickly starting to fill up as people continue to trickle in. They really want to have their voices heard, and they are just eager to hear what the city and the developer has to say, but also make their voices heard. Now, as you've heard from our coverage, many people living here near this proposed industrial park say they're concerned with what the city has in mind. Now, we took those concerns straight to the city and the developers to ask them what they think about the recent pushback from the community and how likely this project is to happen if residents continue to disagree with the plans.
Public input is a key part of that process, so is environmental analysis, and it's not uncommon for projects to evolve following that analysis and that input.
You know, I think we're in a process. And the good thing about a meeting tonight is that we are in the middle of a process. There is still time for people's comments, concerns, and questions, and there's still time to shape a vision that the community supports and the city supports and that we can move forward with together.
Now, the city says the developer, Panettone, approached the city to buy that property. That purchase was approved by the city in March 2021. The city also adds that no one has expressed any interest in buying this piece of land since 2006. At this point, the city says there are not any businesses or project details that have been decided at this time. The project is still in the very early stages of the public process. And at this point, the project is undergoing an environmental study, and that will be discussed on another open meeting on April 21st. Additional meetings will also be planned by the developer to allow the city and residents to continue to have this open conversation. Again, this meeting is just getting started, and these residents tell me that they hope that the city will rezone this area as business professional to allow for more offices, hospitals, and government buildings. We will continue to keep you updated on air and online as the discussion continues and moves forward. Alex, back to you.
All right, Jeannie, thank you so much.